What's up, you guys, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Nurse Foster, and today we're going to talk about how to become a nurse. The purpose of this video is to tell you guys the steps by steps on what it takes to become a nurse, because not everyone knows on how to get there and they want to become a nurse. So I'm going to tell you guys on what it takes and how to get there. I'm also going to give you guys some tips and advice from my nursing journey and what I did to help you guys with yours. So the first step I always tell people if they're interested in nursing is to research different nursing programs. There's going to be a lot of different nursing programs out there, guys, but most of them and all of them should have the same goal of getting you to pass the NCLEX. That's the nursing licensure exam that you take to become a nurse. So the goal of all the programs is going to be to help you pass nursing school and to pass that NCLEX. And they're all going to be different in their own ways. So what I mean by that is that there's going to be different types of programs varying, such as junior colleges, state schools, and private schools. Each one's going to be different on the cost of tuition as well as the degree that they offer. So for junior colleges, most of them offer associate degrees, and they're going to cost less for the tuition compared to a private school or a state school that may offer a bachelor's degree in nursing or a master's degree in nursing, and they're going to cost more for the cost of tuition. So those are the main differences in the types of nursing programs, but I highly recommend for the first step, guys, research different nursing programs. It could be local, it could be out of state, it could be even out of country. Just find the different ones that you could apply to, and I recommend that you guys apply to as much as you can, because nursing is a highly impacted major, and depending on where the state that you live in, it could be even harder to get into a program. So apply to as much as you can to give you a better chance into getting into a program and then passing the program and then passing the NCLEX. So the next step, guys, is to simply find out the requirements on what it takes to get into that nursing program. So you've done the research, you've looked at the requirements. What do you need to do to get into that nursing program? You're taking your nursing prerequisite classes at a local community college or a state school or at a private school. What classes do you specifically need to take? So find out what you need to take to get into those nursing programs, and as well as the GPA that you need to earn to get into those programs, and as well as the certificates that you may need. Not every program needs a certificate or a license to get into those programs. Some require you to, have healthcare experience prior to that program, and some it may be optional. It just depends. So find out the requirements on what it takes to get into that nursing program and go from there. The last step, guys, is to simply apply to those nursing programs depending on when they accept applications. Some do it in the fall, some in the winter, some in the spring, and some in the summer. So it all depends. Just find out the specific dates on when they accept applications for that nursing program and apply. Apply to as much programs as you can, guys. Like I said before, nursing is a highly impacted major, so give yourself the best chance to get into the program. Once you guys get accepted to the nursing program, congrats. I'm proud of you. You did it. You finally got into nursing school, but now it's time to study as much as you can and grind as much as you can, because to be a nurse, you have to go through the studying and the clinicals, the long hours, late night studying, waking up early for clinicals, and practicing as a nurse to gain the experience and the knowledge it takes to be a nurse. So it's not over yet, guys. You have to pass nursing school. I know you could do it. And then once you pass nursing school, then you take the nursing licensure exam, the NCLEX, and then from there, you're a nurse. So now that we discussed on what it takes to become a nurse, I'm going to tell you guys some tips and advice I have that will help you throughout your nursing journey. So the first tip I have for you guys is that majority, and I'm not saying all because there's some that don't operate like this, majority of healthcare systems and jobs, so hospitals and clinics, will all pay the same no matter the degree that you have. So what I mean by that is that whether you went to a junior college, you got your associate degree in nursing, you're going to get paid the same compared to someone to a bachelor's degree and they went to a state school. So if you both apply to the same job, you're both a new grad nurse, and you apply, you're going to get hired with the same pay no matter the degree that you have. You get paid differences depending on the experience that you have as a nurse. And so as long as you both have registered nurse, that title, that license, you're going to get paid the same no matter the degree. Next tip I have for you guys is that I recommend that you guys take your nursing prerequisite classes. So your math, reading, English, anatomy and physiology, chemistry, classes like those at a junior college. So it's going to be much cheaper. So the main goal is to save as much money as you can, because it is very high cost of tuition to go into nursing school, especially if you're applying to a state school or a private school. It's going to be very high cost of tuition, so save as much as you can. And if you're applying to a junior college, that's great, and you get accepted, that's great. But for your nursing prerequisite classes, if you're first starting off, I recommend going and taking those at a junior college, so that way it saves you as much tuition money as you can. Next tip I have for you guys, and I said it before, is to apply to as many programs as you can within your area, within a 50-mile radius, or even out of state if that's what it takes. So since nursing is a highly impacted major, apply to as many programs. Give yourself the best chance you can to get into a program. Next tip I have for you guys is to apply to as many financial assistance programs as you can. So this is going to be scholarships, tuition aid. If you're going to take out a loan with a private school or state school, try to take out the lowest interest rate and get a lowest payment plan as you can. So things like that to help you throughout your nursing journey. If that school gives you the opportunity and you get accepted to the state school or private school, I tell everyone this all the time: take the loan. I know it's going to be a lot of money, but take the risk. And if you want to be a nurse, you want it bad, you'll do whatever it takes. It'll all pay off in the end, and it'll all be worth it. So take the risk and if someone can help you financially, whether that's family, friends, applying to scholarships, the FAFSA, the tuition aid. Find all the support you need, guys, because you will be a nurse and you'll get all the help you need. So the last tip I have for you guys is to find your why. Why do you want to be a nurse? You have to ask yourself this question every single time throughout your nursing journey. When you're taking your nursing prerequisite classes, say you have an exam coming up and you didn't prepare for it as much as you can, how can you prepare with the time that you have for that exam in order to be successful, to set you up for success to applying to nursing school? And then for nursing school, say you have to wake up at 5 in the morning because clinicals is an hour away and you have to be there at 6:30. So you have to tell yourself, what's my why? Why am I going to get up so early in order to go to clinicals so far away? And why do I want to be a nurse? That why will push you when you can't push yourself. And especially when you're working as a nurse, it's going to be tough. Each day is different. It's not always going to be sunshines and rainbows each day working as a nurse. Whether you're in the hospital, clinic, or any different healthcare company working as a nurse, it's going to be a battle each day. And you have to tell yourself, why did I choose this profession? Why did I want to be a nurse in the first place? Do I still have the passion caring for others? Was it about the money? Was it for my family? Was it because someone told me to be a nurse? Was it because I wanted it and I wanted to care for others and make an impact in them and make a difference in the world? You have to ask yourself this question every single time throughout your nursing journey, and it will help you. I'm telling you guys, it's the best piece of advice I could give to anyone who wants to be a nurse. Thank you guys so much for watching the video. I really appreciate it. I hope this video helps someone who is interested in nursing and to give you guys some guidance, especially with the tips and advice. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Watch my other videos, and I'll see you guys. Peace.